Hi everyone, welcome to Omma's Kitchen. Today I'll be showing you how to make stuffing that's part of Mandu. This is my family's favorite dish. The recipes I've used in this dish is not 100% traditional Korean. Since I live in USA, I'm trying to incorporate readily available ingredients at your local grocery store. Actually, half cup of salt and half gallon of water. And I'm actually diluting it because actually what I'm going to do with this is slice the bok choy. It's kind of salty because this is going to sit overnight. It's going to sit overnight. I rinsed the soybean sprout twice. It's about done. I cooked it for about 5 minutes. You can't actually go wrong with cooking too much time or too little time on this because you're actually going to recook this when you make mandu. So it really doesn't matter. Don't throw away this hot water because we're going to use this water to boil the noodle and also the tofu or mandu stuffing. It won't get spoiled as fast. Once you boil the tofu, it lasts longer. So it makes sense to boil this. Tofu is being cooked for about 10 minutes because it's kind of thick. You let it cook a little bit. And I'm gonna let this cool down along with soybean sprout. Now the soybean sprout, you don't need to rinse it again because you already rinsed it. Don't throw away this water. We're gonna be recycling it again and using it. I have noodles in my mandu or dumpling. And I actually cooked this for less than 5 minutes. You're just gonna have to taste it a little bit. See how soft it is, and we don't need this water anymore. So now you can actually rinse this with the cold water. Soybean sprout is not hot anymore, so I'm gonna chop all this. Okay, I will be putting it with chopped cabbage because we're gonna squeeze all the excess water from here. Now carrots is good for you too, everybody knows that. But the reason why I put carrots in this, because it makes the color look really pretty. Okay, this is chopped. Now I'm going to be chopping noodles. No more liquid there, so I like a lot of noodle on my mandu. So I usually put now this one, when I usually cook for 50 people or less sometimes or more, I use Cuisinart and I just chop this, so much easier. But because I'm not cooking a lot, just do this and that should be good enough. That in there. Yes, this is the Perilla leaves. Traditionally we don't put this in there, but I like to put this in because it has a really special flavor that I really like. And so I'm gonna put some It's up to you. You could put a little. This one is about, I think I bought 4 bunches, and it was on, well, it was on sale, 50 cents each bunch. And I'm just gonna chop this. I'm not gonna throw away the stalks or anything, because when you cook them, you can't really taste them anyway. So why waste if you don't have to? And yeah, I could smell the aroma. I like that. It just brings out the flavor. So my mom's gonna say, "What are you doing? What are you at this thing in your mandu? You're not even, I never taught you to put that in there." Well, tastes good, mommy. Now this is the chive. This is about, depends. Sometimes when it's on sale, during the winter time, it's very little. But, you know, you could put 1 bunch or 2 bunch. It's up to you. Chop this. In Korean, I think we call this buchu. You could put more. This one has a lot of fiber, and it's actually one of very healthy food. So you're eating a lot of vegetable. And you notice how I'm not chopping it really pretty, because it's going to be cooked. Nobody's going to see it. The grocery store there, they use the blender, food processor, and you don't know what you're doing. When you eat my mandu, you're going to know, oh, that's tofu. Oh, that's pechu. Oh, that's cabbage. Oh, yeah, this is carrot. I see it. So that's the whole purpose. Round onion. This is the large one. You have to chop this. Now, I chop this way. I don't do it really finely. I like to use a lot of round onion on my cooking. You probably noticed that. It tastes good, and it's actually very good for you, and it's not expensive at all. So my kids didn't know they were eating lots of round onions and garlic, because I put a lot in the soup. I put a lot. Actually, for videos, I don't put as much, but normally at home, I add more garlic, and that's the kids don't like to eat garlic. If you just, oh, you need to eat garlic, then they're not gonna like it. So what I do is I just cook them. They don't know. If it tastes good, they don't complain. You can use medium size. I just happen to like onion a lot. So. And it sweetens the food, so you don't have to put too much sugar. And carrot has a sweetness to it, so you don't have to add too much sugar either. So I'm trying to cook this all natural way without using too much sugar or salt. Now squeeze out all the water, excess water from all the vegetables that you chopped. He's squeezing out the soybean sprout and cabbage. Now you have a husband for this. That's why I married a very strong man. Look how wonderful he is. He's squeezing out all that excess water. Go, baby, go. It's a good hand workout for you. Okay, now these are all the vegetables that my husband squeezed out. Now tofu, you need to crumble it, because you don't want to eat the big chunk. So you need to crumble this. And I actually like to add seasonings right now before I put the meat in there, because I really don't like to eat raw chicken or raw pork. So I would just season everything first. So I'm going to be adding the meat later. But right now I'm mixing all the vegetables, because then it would all blend it in better. Before you start putting anything else, it's better to actually mix all the vegetables first. So it's all mixed. I'm going to add garlic. That's a half cup of chopped garlic. And you can't go wrong with more or less. So I put a lot. And that's because garlic fights the cholesterol. And it tastes good. Now I'm going to be adding sesame seed. That's a half cup. I have quarter cup of sesame oil here. I'm adding black pepper to taste. I'm putting about half teaspoon, I think. It's just up to you. There's no guideline as to how much black pepper you have to put in. Now I'm going to be adding some salt. You don't want to make this salty, because if you make it salty, you're going to cook it with, you're going to turn that into soup, and we use soy sauce as a sauce for this. So if you make it salty, it doesn't taste good. So I strongly recommend don't put too much salt. I'm using Splenda, a substitute for sugar. So I'm eating 1 package, even 2 package. You could do 1 package if you want to. You could do 2 packages. Taste. Now we're going to be adding chicken and egg. Egg is the one that binds all this. See how it's all loose? And egg will bind all this. Now I'm going to be, instead of normally in Korean, my mom always put half grounded pork and half grounded beef. But I'm just going to use chicken breast meat, and I'm going to grind it myself because it's actually more healthier, and I'm trying to stay away from eating red meat or eating a lot of fat.